Alright, hello, good people of the YouTubes and the Twitch. How y'all doing today? Apparently I have some containers I need to pick up. How are y'all doing this Friday afternoon? It's a great day for me. It is Mardi Gras now. So most of the schools in South Louisiana get a full week off now, so I am very, very, very happy. So I get a whole week's off to just, chill and, not get to deal with children for a week. How long did it take for me to get Yamamoto? Not that long. His campaign isn't really that difficult. So if you here. Man, it's been so long since I've looked at the campaign. You go over to Yamamoto Isoroku. No, it didn't take really long, so all you really have to do is find a ship, because you can redo these tasks as many times as you want. So if you find a ship that's good at, one's like, what? So like, 2 million credits, that's like, if you have old school Missouri, like, a game, right? Or 30,000 XP after modifiers, you got enough boosters and stuff, you just keep grinding those missions over and over again. It didn't take long at all. I just got it. Took about a year and a half. You know, you can redo the missions, right? Or you just don't play that much. Not everyone plays every day, of course. To be fair, to realize you can repeat missions in the campaigns, yeah. So apparently this recruiting station, what did I get from here? Oh, 110 community tokens. Yay. I was like, I don't remember who I gave a freaking referral to, but it's not anybody. Anyway, so yeah, so I guess we'll start tonight off in the Sicilia. We may also take a look at the subs and play them on stream, and take a look at what it's like playing them now in this post ASW buff, surveillance buff world, whatever you want to call it. Oh yeah, Columbo, SAP is not to be trifled with. It can very much ruin your day. Oh, Putin, great interview with Carlson last night. It was very entertaining listening to Putin talk for 40 minutes about his version of Russian history. Horrible with ASW nerf, but it's not a nerf though. ASW, they buff the load time, the cooldown time, so you can throw more of them at the submarines. And they buff the range of the tier 5 to 7 one as well, so they have more range. We might also try the Zal and the Venezia out to get an idea of what it's like to use ASW sub surveillance with a surface ship. Damage low, so you get less chance to hit the damage. They nerfed the damage slightly. It's not that big of a damage nerf, especially considering, again, you can throw more at them quicker, right? And you don't have to hit them and do damage to really screw a sub over. If you just hit them with a blast, they start leaking oil. I mean, the thing is, once you know where the submarine's at and all your friends know where the submarine's at, it's a bad time for the submarine, right? Basically, it's probably 60-70% of Russians agree with his historical views. Yeah, because his version was very much the revisionist version, shall we say. And of course, I mean, that's the version they've been, being told for at least the 24 years he's been president. I see, Law. I see. When's the CV changes being applied? Don't know. They released that along with the other submarine changes in this big dev blog. Like, what is a month or so ago? They said they were coming in like the. I think they said those were like 13.2 or 13.3. With some of the early CV changes, like the submarine change we just got now, or like the early version of the submarine changes. There's more coming, like with the torpedo acceleration changes that are coming to try and deal with the shotgunning. That's coming later, obviously, as you know, it's not out right now. So, the near future, I should say. Mr. Conde. Well, Sevastopol just got a bit of a buff here recently. Ow. They kind of normalized her heal a little bit more. Yeah, I probably will do a video on the CV changes when they do finally come out. Well, those are going to be pretty big changes too, like in something that players are going to notice more, because, you know, again, it's messing with a lot more of the fundamentals of how that class works. Just out of my range. Look at all that. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, and half his health is gone. Oh, man. If it wasn't the 4501, he would be probably dead. There we go. Yep. Yeah. So, see, like, I feel like players that complain that ASW doesn't do anything haven't experienced moments like that. And look at our poor guy. Here comes 4 for him, too. And he's in a Thrash. He's not quite as fast as the 4501. But I think they missed. Yeah, they missed. They sure did. They underestimated where he was at. They didn't give him enough lead. Slava before Sicilia? Yeah, Slava's a much more in-meta ship. Sicilia is not. Because what's happening right now, I'm going to sit here and HE spam. That's what I'm going to be doing probably most of this match, unless we can get a little bit closer. But Slava can still do its thing at range. So let's see. Apparently, I did not notice this when I was playing it. There is a bug with the Sicilia where your rear turret doesn't have the appropriate angle at close range, but we're still on target, still at it. Yeah, I don't know, it looks like yeah, that should be able to fire. Okay. Well, I guess no, that really can't, because that would blow off the secondary turret's roof, huh? So, like, what, right here? I gotta consult the chart. Won't shoot sequentially, but if you will, if you double salvo. So yeah, that's a coding bug or a UI. I never really noticed. So it's the rear turrets, huh? From my understanding. This happens when you're playing with your turrets and not paying attention. Well, these are just the Holland's torps. Oh, there he is. But the Sicilia, it's she's very good if you can get close enough for secondaries to do their thing, because they do absolutely like chew through the targets, especially those 152mm secondary guns. I'm sorry if I'm like coughing and stuff a bunch. I'm still sick. It's just a cold that won't go away, you know. I get tested for COVID, the flu, strep throat, none of that. So there's a Holland somewhere over here. Not within radar range of the Annapolis, though. Oh well. Is the Conde just gonna like blind drop our Thrasher? Another thing about the Sicilia that she actually has AA, which is very odd. I think she is supposed to be, again, I'm not up to date on the wargaming lore for this ship, but she's supposed to be like, you know, what if Italy surrendered and they had a, you know, Colombo and then went to the United States to get refitted. We're gonna do some farming on, uh-oh, that's the Republic. So farming on the Satsuma right now. He insta-damage con that. It's not very smart of you, fella. Alright, we're gonna turn here a bit, because the Holland probably already chunked torps at me. There's a Conde. Oh, dang. Of course the Georgia's looking at me. Alright, we'll turn back in. Look at our nose pointing toward the crowd. Okay, if that starts to fire, that should stick on the Satsuma. Ooh, yeah, that should start a fire. Or not. Cool. 7 shell hits, 24% fire per shell, but no fires. Putin with the $2 super chat. Any thoughts on the Alliance, the premium British hub? It's pretty goofy when you can get the torpedoes to act goofy. Like when they have enough runtime to like, because the torpedoes are super maneuverable. It's a combination of their slow speed and such, but like they can like 360 around and such. Downright goofy, right? But you gotta get very close, very, very, very close to use it. Uncomfortably close, especially with the changes to ASW and then Venezia and Yodo and Zao lines all having ASW now. But, I mean, well, the thing is, too, they haven't reintroduced her. She's been gone for quite some time, and we don't know when or how or if she's coming back, right? 20 or 12 on the Yoshino, on the Yoshino 20. Just, you know, yeet those suckers for max range and laugh as players, you know, slowly crash into them. Well, this has seriously been like my worst fire chance I've had in a long run with Sicilia. I say a long run. I've had this ship for 3 days. But of the few days that I've had her, I've set a lot more fires than what you're seeing right now. Yeah, this is why she got a 6.5 out of 10 for general meta, because ain't great at it. Oh, thank God. Something might be coming into secondary range here. I'm going to smoke up. Once my bloom goes down. Double fire! Of course. Of course! Of course. When, Alright. Alright. We should get a little demonstration here, unless the man just obliterates me with his salvo. Alright, cool, you missed. Actually, let's murder the Holland first. Alright. Back to the Satsuma. We're going to turn our nose toward the Holland. Oh no, don't need all those torpedoes, Satsuma! No, let me shoot on you with my secondary guns. The AP loaded in the guns as well. Yeah, you do have to show a lot of side to get the secondaries on target too. I think a few of them have been destroyed. No? I don't know what this guy's doing. He needs to get in the fight. There he goes. Yeah, see what I mean? Those 3 rear secondary guns have such weird angles. But look at that, like we're chunking for like 2,000 damage when those big 3,000 damage with secondary guns. Alpha. That's nuts. We should actually be pretty well off against the Republic because of the Republic's armor thickness. I should say thinness. Look at that. The accuracy is definitely not great, but I mean, when you're pounding a battleship, right? It's good enough to get by. Good enough for government work. What? What'd I sink? The Venezia? Okay. Well, there you go. Stop out-healing my damage, sir. That's so rude. There we go. He's dead. Okay, Mr. Holland. Yeah, the angles are just not great on the turrets. On the secondary turrets. You can see when they do hit, it does... See, look at that, 1,200 damage from one shell hitting. And just like that, by getting to secondary range, 129,000 damage. Yes, it's very much a situation of if they did make these secondaries as accurate as like the Ohio's or like the American secondaries, this thing would be so correct. Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, when it can get in range, you can use its smoke. It's great for just, again, the passive damage you're going to get from the secondaries. It's just getting into range and doing all that jazz, right? Alright, let's go hunt some submarines. What cruiser should we take out first? Should we take the Venezia, the Yodo, or the Zal? Fortunately, Holland did not die, in fact, you know. Well, he did die, but not to me. Yodo? Zal? One vote for Yodo, one vote for Zal. Another one for Zhao. Alright, Submarine Hunter Zhao it is. I mean, we're going to run through all of them, but I mean, we just need a starting point, right? Remove your debt flags. No, I'm not doing that. Knowing my luck, it's going to end very, very badly. Alright, there it is. So what is it? 7-kilometer range. It's active for 20 seconds. Okay. Yodo, Yodo, Yodo. Oh, okay. You don't want me to suffer. Alright. Same thing. 7-kilometer, 20 seconds. Alright. I was going to say, you know, okay, Zhao is at least a heavy cruiser, right? But I mean, realistically, they're both pretty squishy, right? Venezia would be the tankiest option. Now watch, no subs. Watch this. No subs in matchmaking. There's 8 in matchmaking, and okay, all right, we got one. Now we just have to hope that we get spawned on his flank. You know, me actually wanting to spawn on a submarine flank. No, all right, we're going to have to go down south. All right. I low-key love the Yodo. I do too. I do like the Yodo. I believe it does not deserve the amount of hate that it gets. I'm not saying it's like, oh my god, the best cruiser in World of Warships. No. I'm just saying it's a lot better than what a lot of players give it credit for. Look at all these lines on my minimap now, and then we have to toss the sub surveillance on top of that. It's just a mess of lines. The guns are fairly accurate and hit good. It's an interesting thing that they did, because the whole Japanese cruiser line, you know, they're like cruisers, but they feel like heavy cruisers because of the amount of shells they're firing. You get the alpha of a heavy cruiser if all the shells hit, right? But of course, when all the shells don't hit, or they hit something they can't pin, it's like little, you know, measly damage. I do find it's, you know, it's fine from my point of view, at least. And it gets the choo-choo train horn, so that's a plus. So they have a 2501, Conch, Burgone, Georgia, Napolis, Yoshino. Ooh, a Kitakami. I can Citadel him. What type of ship should I do for German? Like the first line? Oh, in most cases, for like your first time up a particular nation, I would probably recommend the battleships. If they have them, right? Obviously, you know, like the Commonwealth line is just going to be a light cruiser line for now. So if we go to A, the sub's there. I'm trying to see if the torpedoes, because the